One more minute and we are going to start. Okay, so since nobody else is joining, welcome everyone to the marketing meeting. Welcome Fuad. Thanks for joining us today. Tilly will not be able to join us because she's not feeling so great. And I think Maya is on her way. Another person can join us or watch this, watch the recording afterwards. So once again, welcome. Fuad, this is your first time of joining the marketing meeting. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Okay. Actually, this isn't my first. I think this
Oh,
is
this
my
serious.
third. I joined with the volunteering. Yeah, I think I joined through the volunteering. Yes. Okay. So
Okay.
my name is Fuad Adigoke. Most people know me as Alifatik as well. So I'm a student of University of Lagos. I'm studying systems engineering. And
Me-
yes, I'm very interested in async API as a community as a whole. Yeah, and I'm happy to be here.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us today. I think you have joined probably other calls, but this is probably the first time of joining the marketing call. So thank you for joining us. Hi Maya. How you doing? How's your week been?
I'm doing good. Hi, Bami. Hi, Lucas. Hi, Adegoke. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So thank you once again, everyone, for joining us today. We have a couple of items on our agenda, so we're just going to dive into it while I share my screen. I'm always fighting. Okay. Mm, all right. Going. Okay. So please confirm if you can see my screen.
Can see your screen.
Cool. So we have a couple of items on our agenda. We have the strategy talk, the mentorship AMA session that's coming up, the student ambassador program updates, then of course the store update, and then we have update on the TSC swap pack. And yeah, so we are just going to be taking it one after the other. But I think the one that I want to make focus on this meeting is the strategy doc. So that's why I put it on number one. So we get it started with. So let's go to that. So has everyone here gone through the strategy doc? I know Lucas has, because it dropped a lot of updates and feedback, which they have all been implemented. Yeah, or larger part of it has been implemented. So we are looking forward to update from everyone else, so we can move forward with the strategy doc. But then, please, as any other person like gone through the strategy doc and you have any updates for us, by the way, this is the link to. Okay, I'm always having this. I'm always having to do this. This is share. Okay. Can everybody see me? Because it seems I'm talking to myself at this point.
Yeah,
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, cool.
I'm
Yeah, so I was
currently
asking
going
if,
through it.
oh, you're currently going through it.
Yeah.
Okay. What about Maya? Have you gone through it?
No, I've not had the chance to go through it, but I intend to do so this weekend.
All right. So we have it here. I mean, Lucas dropped a lot of feedback, so I don't know if Lucas want to start with his feedback and suggestions.
So yeah, I mean, as you probably noticed from like the comment that you're just showing, is that I love the most from the strategy doc the idea about some kind of awards that we could like implement from the async API side, mainly because like async API is like it's an independent community that is like really vendor neutral, or maybe it's full of different vendors, so therefore we don't favor a single company. So this kind of awards would uh, would have really nice view in the community, I think, like, because people would know that it's not controlled by any specific one company. So it could like drive attention, and we can start small, so we don't have to have like Oscars or whatever. For the first year, we can just have one award or two awards, just to feel how it would look. But yeah, that's on one side. The stuff related to communication channels, did you figure out, like, because in few places you wrote about Discord, so
Yes, they've all been corrected. We are sticking to Slack. That
okay,
was.
cool. Great, perfect.
Thank God.
I mean, I know that there are communities that like use Discord. It's just that like moving to Discord would be huge challenge. So that's why I
Yeah.
Yeah, it will be a challenge, given that most of the workflow already like connected to Slack. It will to be a bit of a challenge, but we are sticking to Slack. Yeah.
And
So apart from
and
that,
it's not only workflows, it's also the like the, let's say, sister brother communities that we have, like Open API, JSON schema, they also use Slack. So it's much easier to interact with them as well if we're all using the same communication channel. So that's why Discord just scared me. But as an additional channel, just for the future, like if we want to experiment like with just another channel, then why not? It's just that like if we really want to stop supporting Slack, then it has to be a move that we like plan really well. Yeah.
yes, definitely. Yeah, I think changing communication channel used to come with a lot of research and analytics. So we have already would have considered the pros and cons of the both communication channel. But right now we are not moving. We are not moving from Slack. It's just some typo errors. So apart from the award and I think okay, yes, you also talked about the hackathons. Yeah, and I think the hackathon too was a concern to Tuli as well.
Yeah, it's just it like I think that at least in Poland we have the saying devil sleeps in details. So basically it all depends on details how we understand hackathons, because like there are hackathons that are like in-person hackathons. Something that I recall from the past, like whenever you have hackathon, it's usually weekend. It's like full day, maybe 2 days of coding, pretty complex stuff to organize. But there are also hackathons in online world that they take a longer period of time. So, like for example, Hacktoberfest, it's kind of a hackathon in open source that takes 1 month. And I think yesterday or 2 days ago, I left a comment that in the past at Async API, we did hackathons already. So we did it 2 or 3 years ago. I dropped a link there to old conference website. So we had a hackathon that was connected with the conference. So we basically, I think it was Suvik that won. He won the hackathon, and Ace with some other guy were the runner-up. So but the hackathon, it was like it was called hackathon, but it was this like remote hackathon, right? So it was like we gave, I think, 1 month or 2 months to people to work on solutions to provide them to us. Then I remember that I connected with few community members to ask them to evaluate submissions, so we can collaboratively make a decision which project should win the hackathon, etc. So that was I think that was okay. In the end, one of the project ended up under Async API umbrella, and it's used by people. It has a community. Even like I think today somebody asked about Bundler in our Slack channel. So even though my first comments about hackathon were skeptical, but then I remembered that we had this hackathon. So yeah, I think it's worth, in the end, I think it's worth considering. It's just a matter of not doing it like hackathon and that's it, but like really with some specific outcome, like how to explain it, like with that the hackathon have some objectives. Like the
Okay.
pre-hackathon that we had, it was just open. Just people come up with the ideas. But yeah, again, like we were smaller community, we didn't really know how to do it, what to do something with it like after the hackathon, how to somehow sell it, how to use this knowledge. So basically, like next time, the most important thing is, I think that next time when we do hackathon, we should like first define really what we want to achieve with that, like clear goal. If we set some boundaries for the hackathon, and my suggestion would be to connect it like we did last time, connect it with some other event. Because last time we did this connection because as far as I remember, Sovik as a winner could present the project at the conference. So yeah, that's my view on it.
Okay. All right. Thank you. That makes sense because Usually when we do hackathon, is mostly for, okay, apart from the company's goals that the hackathon have to align with, we also like do it for the community as well. The community, to give back to the community members, because you just help them upskill and also like pay them for their work, sort of. And it's somehow related to the mentorship program we are currently running as well. The hackathon and the mentorship program is almost looking like the same, because there's also like a picture of project ideas, and then there will be mentors and mentees, you know. So it is something we can still leave, although when I was doing the request change updates, I kind of like removed the hackathon from it, because I saw the comment from you and Tuli. But then it is something that we can consider in the nearest future. But not for now, I think we could just focus on the mentorship program, getting promoting the maintainers and getting more maintainers in the community. Then we can later look at hackathons, and probably for next year try to see how we can connect any of the hackathons with either our async API on tour or the online conference. Maya, do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah,
Maya,
I agree
yeah.
with you 100%. And I agree with Lucas as well on holding on with the hackathon. Let's just focus on the necessary things for now. Then, if all those things works, then we can move to our hackathon.
Okay. I mean, there are tons of things here. Fuad, you said you're going through it. Do you have any comment?
No, I don't. I don't really have any comments. I think everything has been discussed already.
Okay, cool. All right. Yeah. Okay. I think yes. This one, I think I needed clarity. Lucas, you said, how does that relate to the community meeting? Okay, the AME session.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, so oh yeah, but I see Vyacheslav wrote something. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. So like basically from my side, I just need, like, we should maybe put some more explanation about this particular thing, because like for me, like the first thought that comes to my mind when I see it is like, why cannot we do it during the community meeting? Like that's in the end what the community meeting was, to for anyone to join and ask whatever questions they want. But also in the past, I remember like a few months ago, Ace, actually not a few months ago, probably a year ago, but yeah, Ace had this idea that we could have like a calendar where people can book meetings with TSC members to talk about the projects behind Async API. So as Vyacheslav wrote, like probably separate session, it's fine, but just make it clear that it's like that it's nothing related to the community meeting. That it's something that we probably request to have questions upfront so they can be properly answered during the sessions. I don't know. But yeah, just thought is that like my first thing is like, how is it relating to the community meeting? If it's gonna happen during the community meeting or totally separate session. So that's the only things I wanted to comment here.
Okay, so it was supposed to be separate. I also had the conversation with Ace, and he shared the link to the GitHub repo where he shared that idea, and we were supposed to meet with some Calendly, like scheduling of calendar kind of team. We're supposed to reach out to them to see if they support open source projects and if they can give us like free tools and all. But that was before Postman happened, and afterwards we just like paused on the whole processes and idea, because I and Ace wanted to take up the Ask Me Anything sessions and connect it with for new folks joining the community, where we can also answer their questions as a newcomer, and then answer questions to probably industries that want to use the Async API project as well. But that all have been on hold. But then I still added it to the strategy doc, because I feel like it is something worth exploring. So it's definitely going to be like a different session, because mostly community call has taken on that trajectory. Like it focuses more on giving community updates and the conference working group updates and whatnot. But then this will be like a total different session from it, if we are going to be having it.
Just like to like, because there's the Vyacheslav wrote his comment because like he has this concern which maybe is not directly coming from his comment, but the thing is that I think in your strategy doc you wrote maintainers, like Q&A session with core maintainers. And his
Yes.
remark is related basically to the fact that we have 70 maintainers, but only like a bit more than a half has decided to be technical steering committee members. And
Okay.
in like 99% of reasons behind this decision to not be technical steering committee member, but just stay as a maintainer of a given repo, the main driver is it's because of lack of time. Like people sometimes just have time to maintain the single repository. Like Vyacheslav, he's handling the bundler and optimizer, but he's not able to commit his time to something more. For example, something more like this Ask Me Anything sessions.
Yeah.
So that's why also I'm saying that, like, if we want to go this direction, then yes, sure. But then again, let's make sure that these sessions are not like community meeting where they regular, very, very regular, but they don't have too big and specific agenda upfront. And in this case, because we will ask maintainers, TSC members that are the most busy people, whenever we ask them to these sessions, we should be sure that there will be questions for them, that you know, that their time will not be let's say wasted, if you know what I mean. Like, so
Yeah.
that's why I'm saying, like, if we are gonna be able to collect questions before and then just answer them during the session, I'm pretty sure that even some maintainers that are not TSC members, they will be okay to help. So it's just a matter of how that's going to be organized. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. We are going to be seeing how that is going to work. But majorly is more of making the announcement upfront and giving the community members a form to just submit their questions, and then we can ask the maintainers or the TSC members on the session, or some folks too can join live to ask their questions. Or yeah. to be taken to those type of direction. That's what we are going to be looking at. All right. Okay. All right. So I don't think if any other person have I just saw your comment here. I don't think if any other person has updates. I saw Tuli's update as well. And yes, I've done most of those changes like 2 days ago, 3 days ago. So I'm going to check in if there's any other updates to be made on the on the repo. So any other thing on the agenda? I mean
Yeah,
on the strategy doc.
yeah, one more thing about this Ask Me Anything session.
Okay.
Like just a thought, because it in the end it also depends on the question itself, right? That we have to answer. So if the sometimes I guess the question will be about, I don't know, mentorship program, or how something about educational videos. I don't know, like some let's call it public knowledge. So like questions that can be answered, publicly, they can be asked publicly, etc. But if my assumption is that if we will make sure that maintainers and TSC members are available, it might be that some of the questions could be very detailed, very technical. And to be very detailed and very technical, the best person that asked the question would have to reveal, in open talk about some internal solutions that they do in their companies. So for this AMA sessions, I would say we should definitely consider an approach that it's not live streamed, pre-recorded session, but it's
Okay.
rather a meeting that we, of course, we provide notes, and we can openly say to the community what was the session about, what were the questions and the answers. But we should allow people to join and not be publicly mentioned by the name of like the personal name and the name of their company. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So like, because there's sometimes um I'm just bringing a similar case that is in a bit different community where I'm involved. It's called OSPO. It's to the group like about like open source program offices, and they, for example, have this rule that they half of the meetings they have them like recorded, public, etc. But they also allow more private conversations. Like you can imagine that there might be someone working in some company where they want to learn how to change the culture of the company, how to change their approach to open source. They're looking for some guidance and support, and they don't want to, name their employee publicly. And the same could be with Async API, that somebody will come to this AMA session and say like, hey folks, like I want to convince my architects to use Async API. So they would have to publicly name the company where they work. They would have to publicly name, maybe not name the architects, but if publicly we know the name of the person that asked the question, we can pretty easily figure out who are they working with. So what I mean is that we should enable community also in the sessions to ask questions without being afraid that it's going to leak to the public.
Okay.
I think it's called Chatham House rules. I think it's from British government. I think I can send a link later. But like basically this rule that people can join the meeting, openly talk about something, and in the meeting notes, their name will not be mentioned, basically.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. that also works. That's something we could also work on. All right. Okay. Any other points from Maya? Was they said you have nothing to say. Any other suggestion or addition from Maya?
No, nothing.
I don't
We can
know.
move on.
Okay. All right. So I think that is all on the strategy, or if I'm not mistaken, Lucas, that is all, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I mean, at least from my side.
Okay, cool. All right. Okay, so we have the next on the agenda, which we have about 20 minutes more. I know the strategy doc was going to take a lot of time. So for the mentorship program, I don't know, for folks that have not heard about this or that missed this, we have the mentorship program 2024 coming. It has kicked off actually because mentors have already started sending in their project ideas, and we have a session coming up on it. It's like an AME session as well, but then we'll be having Ace and Tuli join us. It was supposed to be for this week, Thursday. However, we are trying to move it so that we can accommodate a lot of community members to the week after the London conference. London conference is next week, so to next 2 weeks. So we're going to be having it, and you can come in with any question that you have regarding the mentorship program. Also, we are doing this given that we now call it maintainership program. So you might be wondering, how did that come to play? And you need more clarity on, are you supposed to submit a project idea as a mentee or as a mentor? So you get to get all those questions answered during the AME session. So Ace is going to be available to answer the questions as well as Tuli. So we are going to be putting out the social post by tomorrow. So you should just be waiting for our posts. Yeah. So yes, decided to put that updates there as well. Any question, any suggestion regarding that? Is happening on Restroom, anyways.
Oh, the mentorship AME.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So, any question? So while at that, I just quickly want to chip in as well. It's not on the agenda then, but the design team also, they're having onboarding call for designers, especially the volunteer designers that just joined the Async KPI community. They're having it on Thursday, 10 a.m. UTC. That's 11
Plus
a.m.
one.
That's 11 a.m. West African time, right?
10 a.m. UTC plus one.
Plus one. I'm just trying to stick with the time convention that we use normally. So if it is plus one, that is 11 a.m. UTC.
Yeah.
Is that okay? All right. So 11 a.m. UTC. They are going to be having the onboarding call. So in case you are watching on YouTube or you're going to be watching this recording later and you're a designer, this is also for you. My next one is the student ambassador update. I'm not sure we want to delve into this because mostly it is on Tuli's domain, but we had a doc for the student ambassador, and there've been series of feedback, which most of them has been implemented. Yes, I think Lucas also have some here. There's there is a lot of feedback here as well. So yeah, you could also just go through it forward. If you haven't, this is
Yeah, I went through it already.
the student ambassador, right?
Yeah, I
Awesome.
did.
Okay, cool. And Maya, have you gone through it?
Yeah, I did, and I left a comment for you, I think few weeks ago. But I think you missed it also. I can't remember.
On this doc?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I did not see anything. I did not see anything from you yet. I did not see anything. Because most of the feedback has been implemented, except for some that we just need to create a new document for. So I probably did not hit the send button. Anyways, for the student ambassador, the whole concept of the student ambassador is to have ambassador in universities, ambassadors that will be that are students. Oh, my eyes out. That is more focused on the student area, because we have a lot of students in our community, and especially folks that are really, Lucas mentioned some folks that are already qualified to be the student ambassador. Students are already like maintainers, and they're already have idea of what the community is about and what async API projects and specifications are. Although I still have a little bit of I'm still a bit skeptical, because we are looking. Okay, the idea was to not make the criteria as high bar as the technical ambassadors that we have currently. But then we are still not very certain the best criteria to give the students. So this is also open to anyone. You can just add to the pull request. It's on the community repo, and just drop your comments on the best criteria, especially as a student, and also probably as previous ambassadors, if you have any ideas of best criteria to give to these student ambassadors, that would be nice. Okay, so yeah, let me just move to this TSC swap pack. I also drop the link here. Let me drop it in the chat as well. So we already have something prepared for the TSC folks. Why is it not opening? Yeah. So we plan to send them UDI key sets and async API temporary tattoo. Lucas, do you think that is okay, or we should add something else? Actually, we have less numbers of items. Like most of the items we have, they are not up to 38 that can go around. So I picked the ones that can easily go around.
But tattoos, aren't we sending them to conferences?
We have tons of tattoos. I saw over 1,000.
Oh, okay. How many do we send to London?
I think for London, temporary 200.
200, then probably double of that to Paris.
That's Paris, yes. I might put about 500 to Paris.
200. And you're saying we still have few thousand?
Yeah, no, we don't have up to 1,000 anymore. But we had about 1,000 plus the previous tattoo. Yes, we have 1,106.
Minus what we sent to the conference.
Okay, now minus what we sent to the conference, that is minus 700. So we have about 406 left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
But
we can.
so I would suggest anyway that like in the one tattoo that's probably okay, but like in general the rule I always advise is if it comes to conferences, send always small things. If it comes to packages like for ambassador or TSC member, use the opportunity to get rid of the big things like with like big sizes. So and TSC is not like an ambassador, so tattoos maybe let's leave them for for ambassadors,
Okay.
like for the student ambassadors
All right.
and stuff like that. Of course one item it's fine, but like for private owning tattoo, like not I would not use it, but
Okay.
during the event 100%, like we can have a setup that's whoever is coming to the booth can get a tattoo on their hand, etc. Or students can get like a student ambassador organizes some event and they can give away this tattoos. So that's why I'm a bit skeptical if it comes to sending it to TSC members.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the idea of just giving out all these items was to be able to close the store as soon as possible. But then, we can still keep a few tattoos for a while. So are you saying the hoodie and the key sets is okay? Or one item is okay for the TSE members?
I would rather say like a package like we have for ambassadors. So few items. That's my suggestion. So it's not just one item. It's like, I don't know. I don't remember. Ambassador, they get, what do they get? They get
Ambassador gets
hoodie
uh
and
they get hoodie, they get the notepad, they get the sticker, the tattoo, yeah, a lot of things.
yeah. So I would say like 3 items and just pick something, and something that takes a lot of space in the warehouse. That's what I would suggest.
Okay.
Yeah. And
All right.
stuff like stickers, stuff like tattoos, we can even because what you're saying, like we want to close the store as soon as possible, basically. Which means that we can, like, for example, I'm planning to go to Paris, and so for example I can we can, for example, send all tattoos to Paris, and
Okay.
all the amount that we're not going to be able to use, I can take it with me and I can take it to another event.
Amazing.
Like I'm doing, for example, with
HDI?
the cheat sheets. So for example, like Maya, few months ago, she designed a cheat sheet like about Async API, and I printed it out so we can hand it over to people. But I printed out a lot of them, and now basically, so when I was going to Helsinki, I took a bit, Now for
No.
London, I gave it to my friend to take it to London's, and my friend will hand it over to Tuli, so she can.
Okay.
So that's what I mean. That we can send, for example, in case of tattoos and like this really not heavy items that are really easy to put in the bag, we can send all of them to, for example, Paris, and then the amount that we will not be able to give away, I can take it with me to my home, and then I can give it away like to other conferences, like send it, because it's a small item. It's not really expensive to send out, especially if it comes to events in Europe, of course. So yeah, that's it if it comes to this really tiny stuff. Everything else I consider big, like even key set, it's already something big. Even though one key set is not big, but then 10 key sets, they make a difference in your bag.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that we never, it's like it's so many years. Like I think the governance model with technical steering committee that we have, it's it's in motion for at least 3 years already, and we never gave anything back to technical steering committee members, not a single swag. So that's why I'm suggesting that it's completely, let's use the opportunity and put something in the pack that is
All
more than
right.
just. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm going to circle back to that and update their items and see what we have remaining in the store. While we're still on that, with the few minutes that we have left, I quickly want to mention that I don't know if you saw the message I dropped on Slack. We have been struggling to get for the Fulcrum for the API days. So I'm trying to like register for that, but I don't know if it's something with the app or what. I've not been able to log in. So I don't know if it's something you can help me with after this call.
You mean to register the package?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
going to and it's next
I
week.
I'll basically connect you with the person that sent me the slide. So I'll just
Okay.
connect you over email.
All
So
right.
so I'm not delaying the conversation. You'll basically will be able to talk to him directly.
Amazing. Thank you. Yeah. So that's his whole. And I am thinking after we send out the TSC packages and send to London and Paris, we have nothing, more or less nothing else in the store, and we can easily close down the store. Given that you also said there was a difference between the pay previously and the one we are just paying now because we let go of a lot of things. So it would be nice for us to just take out everything that is there as soon as possible and close down the store. And then we'll be working on location-based branding or printing whenever we need it.
Awesome.
Yeah. So apart from that, is there any other thing from Ford?
Yeah,
Or
about one thing about the swag store, I remember we ordered and we had in stock few really crazy items, which is the Hoover for scrums.
the what?
Um,
The Scrumbies?
yeah, Crumby, yeah.
I don't know what that looks like, to be honest.
So it's a Crumby, it's can you open the store?
uh Not here. Let me stop sharing then. I have to check how Slack for that. One sec. Uh,
The link is
Yes.
in the footer of the website. So just go to asyncapi.com, scroll to the bottom.
Okay.
I think it's store.asyncapi.com or shop.asyncapi.com, something like this.
Okay. Okay.
Just pasted the link in the chat.
Yep. Okay. Just to try. This is so weird. It's
Did you open it?
yeah.
Yeah, so we have just 10 items of it, and it's a vacuum cleaner.
Oh, yes. Oh, it's a vacuum cleaner?
Yeah, like small one for like breadcrumbs. Let's say you're working remotely and you eat something next to your laptop, let's
Oh,
say sandwich, and there's some breadcrumbs end up on your table. So you have this like small vacuum cleaner that can suck it in. Like
yeah.
yeah,
It look, I had no idea what it looks like. I'm just seeing it for the first time. It looks so good.
yeah, so it's an item that is like I think pretty unusual. Um, people in the community, they wanted us to have it. Of course, nobody bought it. So maybe as a suggestion, because not sure if you have it. Do you have it in some plans to give it away already
Yes,
somehow?
I actually do not know what it looks like. And I had it, I think I put it in the Paris. The item going to Paris.
Oh,
Yes. I was sending everything to Paris, the whole 10 that was remaining.
okay.
I didn't even know what it was.
So I suggest you rethink it. Rethink it. We still have time with Paris.
Yeah.
Because the thing about this Crumbie, whatever the name is, it's
Yeah.
it's so fancy that I think when people will post it on socials, it will gain some traffic. Like because
Yeah.
I think it's pretty fun item to receive as a swag.
Actually,
So
but we have only 10 of it.
yeah, that's the thing. We have only 10. So putting it in the TSC package, it's not possible. Giving it away during the conference, that's like, yeah, of course, but then how do we do it basing on what decision somebody will get it? And it's just 10 items. So think maybe you can, I don't know, as a preparation for this idea you have about Async API awards, uh,
Yeah.
think about like just like you don't even have to name it yet an Async API awards, but you already have Buffer, right? We also have some other tools already, like this statistics about open source, like from GitHub, that we have in Linux Foundation Insights. I think it's the name of the platform, where you can see top contributors. You have Google Analytics, where you can see, for example, in 2024, which blog post was, for example, the most popular, who was the author, etc. So you can basically experiment and make some like intro to Async API awards and figure out like maybe we should give Crumbie to the author of the most popular blog post in 2025. Maybe we should give it to top contributor in 2025. Maybe we should give it to, I don't know, top author of a tweet that was the most, that tweet about Async API that was the most popular, etc., etc. You know, like, or maybe we should give it to an ambassador that made the most contributions in 2024. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come up with this top 10 in different categories, and we can maybe send this out to these winners, and then you have already ideas for next year what Async API awards could be. I don't know, like just an idea that just came up to my head now.
Yeah, so on that note, we also have something that we want to introduce. I think Maya is also like working on the design for that. That's the community spotlight. And the idea of that also is to be spotlighting the top contributors of the week or of the month, right? So it is similar to giving the award. So probably when we launch that as well, we can use the Crombie as, oh, okay, we send the Crombie to the contributors, the spotlights of the month. Yeah, and we can just pick from different categories like that. Because that's a very cool item.
Sounds
I'm
good.
looking at it and it looks so nice. That's a very cool item to have. Oh, wow. Oh, nice. Anyway, that's like super nice stuff. Okay, apart from that, so we have what to do with the Crumbies. I think those are the big items. Then the hoodies, and I'm going to be sending a chunk of it to the TSC folks. Yeah, so we should have less stuff in the store in no time.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right, so if there is no other thing to add to it, I think we can call it a day or an evening.
Yep. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Ford. And thank you everyone that joined on YouTube. I'm not sure though, but yeah. Thanks to everyone that joined on YouTube. Yes, you are now looking like the cool summer California. All right. Okay, so enjoy the rest of your day, folks.
Bye bye.
Okay, bye
Bye.
everyone.